took a bunch of pictures of the drill. I think it's mostly a paint job, and now that I look at it, remind that. So sprockets show somewhere. Chain, I'm not sure how to tell if there's wear or not. I don't think the sprockets need replaced, but we'll leave that up to him. And I do remember his issue was mostly the rust. So we should probably call it a paint job, not a rebuild. So looks like we might have some oil there, but it might have just been grease. That's a question for him, I guess. Or maybe Michael can tell that, or Laverne. We start getting into some rust spots. Some pretty bad rust here. Not rusted through. None of it's rusted through, but the paint's bubbled, water got in underneath it or something. And I remember that was one of his big issues. His biggest concerns. Oh, it's a good looking machine. That exhaust, I would say that it's nearly rusted through on this end, maybe the other end, so I'd say probably a new exhaust system. I have pictures of the engine serial number. Not seeing a lot of oil. Wasn't able to reach in there properly. It looks like there's some brown on the funk box, but I think that's rust or mud runoff. I do not think it's oil. We can ask him that. Looks like you got your rubber there on the table, and I wasn't able to really get a picture of the table, so there might be table bushings to replace. That's a question for him. Control panel. So here's the hours showing, which that'll be a question if that's accurate or not. And I don't know where in the world to find the serial number on these things. Play, winch, up and down handle has play. Jib extend out has a little bit of play, not much at all. Jib swing in and out has quite a bit of play. Loader and index lock has play. Loader swing has a lot of play. Table slide close has a little bit of play. Up down slide wrench has very little play. Open air control close has very little play. Forward, reverse, don't have play. These two levers, well actually I think this one locks in place. Let's see here, rotation torque controls, let me just play with these, nothing loose there. Up top, left jack lever has play. Right jack lever has a little bit of play. Yeah, there's not bad at all. Inside of here, I'm not seeing oil leaks. I'm seeing some excess oil, but man, and maybe he wants it rehosed. We'll have to ask him that, but it doesn't look bad. Again, rust seems to be the going issue. That I now remember that was his concern. He wants it redone because of rust. Right here, it's rusted through. Here again, we got the rust coming into the paint, getting in underneath the paint, bubbling up, peeling off. Here we got a rust spot that it's through again. Rust going under the receiver tank. Truck, I don't know if he was going to remount it as a matte granite. The truck doesn't look terrible. That'll be a question we'll have to ask him. And the truck's not that rusty. No, it's not. Truck's not bad at all. But he does like newer equipment. So let's see if I can get a VIN number off the truck. Date of manufacturing 2006. And the truck is a 2005, 2006. There's the VIN number. Truck needs clean inside, if anything. Rig operations. Saw the brown on the funk box, thought that might be, saw the brown on the funk box, thought that might be rust. Thought that might be oil. I can't tell for sure because I couldn't really access it. But I don't think it is. And the reason I don't think it is because the same brown was over the compressor, the same brown color, and I was able to crawl in and touch that. And that is either rust or mud. I'm guessing rust. Rust runoff. Took a lot of pictures of the tower rail and stuff. It has single motor top head. Could be mud runoff. Yeah, could be rust runoff from the pipes. So I took pictures of it. Cat engine, I got that serial number. Not a lot else that I can see to say anything about. But yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, going back, I would say probably what we want to do is a full professional sanding and paint job to make this machine look like new. That's what my memory says was his issue. He wants a machine that looks new. It's a moving billboard for his business. And hopefully that answers all the questions. I should get in underneath here. See how that looks on the inside. Can't really see. Let me put my hand inside of there. That's definitely rusted through. But the inner metal doesn't feel bad. Man, I thought I saw another small wheel leak somewhere, but I can't find it. The machine could use greased a little better. Some places. It's not terrible though. It's mostly the rust getting them. There's a bent pipe on the mast. Took a picture of that. Bent tube. Hoses look good. He does have a couple cable tools sitting up there, and up there he has a Deutz 4506, which I wonder if he'd take Dad's 10006 as a trade-in. This man is a hobby farmer, so Mike on him should be able to click pretty good on talking. I forgot to look at the winch cable. Truck tires, I don't know if he'd want us to do. We'll have to talk with him. Yeah, winch cable in my opinion doesn't look bad, but that's a conversation to be had. Anyway, hopefully that's enough to get a good idea of what the machine is. Looks like we got a little bit of sag in the chain there. The only things I see, not to be redundant, is 2 or 3 spots that we've got deck melt rusted through on the sides. Once we pull the engine and the compressor off, if he wants us to pull those off, we might find more, but I'm not really seeing evidence of it underneath there. I'd say rust or mud coming off the tower. But the tower's not really rusty, but it could be the mud's washing off. I mean, the engine shows signs of something coming down on it, mud or rust wash off. Don't know really what else to show you. Don't know where the serial number is. Hendrickson suspension. Pop this over just in case I can find a serial number plate. There's your paint code. Pipe threads are all greased nice. He's picking up. I think he's going to want something like this replaced for the sake of rust. Latches, jack pads, sand them off. Maybe that'll sand off, I don't know. It's not really my department. I found everything but the serial number, which I imagine if we need that, Mark can probably get us for it. It's a long video, but I don't want to miss anything. I mean, I was up on the tower, took pictures of the tower rail. Obviously there's spots where it rides there, but they don't look terrible, in my opinion. The cylinders don't look terrible. Maybe want some seals thrown in them anyway. Alrighty then. I hope that's enough information to give you a good start.